All right, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, good whenever it is you tune in. Hope all's going well with you. It is I. I'm Coach. And across from me to my left,
It's Ray.
to his right,
It's Jay.
to his right,
Is happy.
we are back.
I know. First full house in a while.
And we are all here for the first session, first of hopefully quite a bit, of NFL Street. Now, if you're wondering why we're starting this on Wednesday and not the weekend, well, we had the obscure games. So we had all those segments. Everyone chose some fascinating options. And we hope to do it again for next month around the same time. So if you wanted to check those out as well, feel free to do so. I always post those public on YouTube just in case you can't see them right now on Twitch. So while we are here, we have a lot of catching up to do as far as like understanding this game. So I already have it mapped out so that we can directly learn from the tutorial section.
All right.
Because I figured that we'll give a clean slate of information for everybody. So whether you are as knowledgeable as I am or as you are as knowledgeable as Jay is, you can all follow along with what's going to happen for the rest of this session. So without further ado, let's enter the tutorials.
Okay.
And we're going to watch all of them.
All right. Passing and receiving. Pitch and catch. Take your game to the air. All right.
Okay, it's time to get the 4-1-1 on the passing game. When you're done here, you're going to be dropping bombs for 6. Once you've selected a passing play and have typed the ball by pressing the X button, you'll see the passing icons on your available receiver. Tapping the button will throw a touch pass. Holding the button down will allow you to put some heat on the ball and throw a bullet. Now say you got a lineman charging at you and you want to get some breathing room. Go ahead and pump fake him with the tap the triangle button. The chump fell for it. Now get out the way and hook up with one of your receivers. If you're feeling pressure from the blitz, scramble out by holding down the R1 button to turbo. Remember that while sprinting, you can still pass the ball. You'll never be a great QB until you master throwing on the run. A great street baller will take control of the receiver and make the play himself. All you got to do is press the circle button to take control of the receiver while the ball is in the air. Time to catch and press the triangle button to snag the ball out of the air. Don't be afraid to use the turbo if you think it's a little overthrown.
Who's speaking there?
I don't know.
I thought it might have been Samuel L. Jackson. Like, no.
No.
All right. Sounds good. Move on. Did you want to add anything, Coach, or just move on?
I will say that they teach you how to do the pump fake. In all my years, I've never used the pump fake because there's never really been a need for it. It works very inconsistently. And the biggest thing to keep in mind is it mentions the turbo button, which is R1.
Right.
Now, on the bottom left or right, there's the meter, and it drains, which means that this is a finite resource. You're going to have to keep track of when to let go so that it can build back up again.
Got it.
Because a lot of newer players, they just hold on to it thinking that it's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
And then they start wondering, like, why am I getting so slow now? It's like, well, it's because you got to let go. So let's carry that onto segueing into option and running.
Option running. Get the inside track on the ground game.
All right, kid. Today we're going to take a look at your running game and see if we can add a little style to it. You got a whole bag of moves to choose from, so let's head to the lab and get started. First, we're going to take a look at the route. As you're running downfield with the rock, press the triangle button to pitch the ball back to your teammate. Pitching the ball is key to gaining the most yards out of anything. Remember, you can lateral out of tackle too, but the timing is more critical. On option plays, you can either run with the ball or lateral from the option depending on the situation. If you really want to keep your opponent guessing, you can tap the X button to perform the fake pitch. There are two ways to climb moves in NFL's league: the juke and the spin. These moves can be performed by pressing the circle button. Like the fake pitch, you can use these moves to fake out your opponent and break it open for a big game. Sometimes you'll find that you just can't shake the defender. In these situations, try pressing the X button to perform the shoulder charge or the stiff arm. Pressing the button early will cause you to lower your shoulder and plow through your opponent while picking up a couple extra yards. Pressing it just as you're about to be tackled will perform the stiff ball. The dive and hurdle actions can be performed by pressing the square button, depending on the situation. In most cases, you'll hurdle your opponent, but if you're just short of the goal line, this button will dive for those extra yards. If you're having problems outrunning your opponent, try pressing and holding the R1 button for turbo. Notice that if you hold down the turbo, your turbo meter will begin to empty. All right, now, let go of that button so you can get some of that turbo back.
Got it. All right.
So what they'll also say is that juking and spinning are the same button. It's a tap of the button for a juke, and then a hold of the button for spinning. So keeps it simple. One of the most important things to understand is the pitching, because that is crucial, especially knowing that it's going to be used against you. So just be on the lookout for that.
Got it.
Speaking of which, when it's going to be used against you is defense.
Defense wins championships.
If there's one thing you need to know about D, it's how to make the tackle. The best way to make the play is just to stick it. There's a quicker way to get his attention, though. You can dive at the guy with the rock by pressing the square button. Be careful, though, or you might just find yourself grabbing at it. There's one more way you can make him remember your name. Try using a defensive power move by pressing and holding the L1 button and then pressing the square button. It makes the tackle and makes them more likely to cough up the rock. There's a catch, though. You lose control when you use this move, so you better make sure you have them in your sights. You're probably wondering why you have a rating called D move. Well, here's your answer. It's for D's moves. Press the X button to perform one of 3 defensive line moves: the swim, spin, or shove. You gotta stop the air attack. Aside from getting to the quarterback, you have 2 chances. You can back the pass at the line, or you can go for the pick and coverage. Either way, the key is you gotta be quick to press the triangle button. Make sure you press and hold the R1 button for turbo. This will give you that extra edge when using defensive line moves or when chasing guys down.
Okay.
Now, what they said about that power tackle, when you hold the L1 button, whatever direction that you are facing is where that tackle is going to end up. It is a very where your analog stick is going to be now. So that you have to aim, and you have to be pretty sure that they're not going to move last second, especially when you're going to chase them downfield and you want to have that last push to try to get the shoestring tackle, if you will. Just line it up right behind them, and then they should be able to get caught, or depending on who you're controlling. So, all right. Last thing.
Style it. Make sure you look good doing it.
Now that you know the basics, let's discuss how you can add a little style to your game. To perform one of the 4 basic style runs, all you need to do is press and hold the L1 button. The longer you hold the button down, the more style points you earn. In addition to the basic style run, each player on the field has 4 signature style runs they can perform by pressing and holding the L2 button and then pressing up, down, left, or right on the right analog stick. You need to be careful though, because if you're hit while styling, there's a good chance you're going to cough up the rock. On offense, you can perform other style moves by pressing and holding the L1 button, and then pressing the square button. The triangle button, and the circle button. The The signature style move can be performed by pressing and holding the L2 button and then pressing the square button. And the circle button. To throw a style pass, press and hold the L1 button or the L2 button and then press the button of any available receiver. Earning style points on defense is harder, but you can do it with a little practice. You'll earn the most points by causing turnovers, stopping your opponents in the backfield, and scoring. In addition to those, you can also steal style points from your opponent. All you have to do is make your opponent fumble while they're styling and then grab the rock. As you perform various style moves, you'll see the style name displayed on the left or right side of the screen. Just below the name, you'll find the total points earned for each style move. You're not always going to be successful when trying to perform these style moves. When you don't properly finish, you'll see the style name turn red and fade off screen. To earn the most style points in the game and break some of those high scores you've been seeing, you're going to need to perform a combo. This combo, you need to successfully perform multiple style moves in a single play. After the play is over, you can find a combo summary located at the bottom of the screen.
All right.
The other thing I forgot to add for defense is this works on offense too. There will be a tackle animation that will cause you to button mash. So it's going to be a battle of like who's pressing the X button, which is going to be something that you're going to be used to, sure. Especially when you want to break a tackle and you want to hit X for the stiff arm, because that's really the more consistent method early on. So then it'll happen to you on defense too. Now, when you're in that mode, if you're on offense, you can still pitch the ball. You got to be sure that there's someone else behind you to catch it, though. And just know that the defense, or your opposing team is also going to be looking for doing that too. So, last but not least, the reason as to why we're building up all the style points to begin with, the game breaker,
the ultimate edge.
At the top of the screen, you'll find you and your opponent's game breaker meter. As you successfully perform style moves, you'll notice that the meter will begin to fill. The bigger the style move, the more your game breaker meter will fill. Once the meter has completely filled, you have earned yourself a game breaker. To use a game breaker, press the square button while you're at the line of scrimmage before you snap the ball. Once the game breaker has been activated, it'll last you or your opponent through the entire drive. That is, of course, unless there's a turnover. Whenever there's a turnover, you can kiss your game breaker bye-bye. The offensive game breaker will put you in the zone and allow you to fly through defenders like nobody's business. You'll also find that you're less likely to cough up the rock. The defensive game breaker will allow you to blow through your opponent's blockers and will allow you to create more turnovers. All you got to do is make the tackle. The best way to stop a game breaker is by canceling one out with your own. To cancel a game breaker, all you got to do is activate yours while your opponent has theirs activated.
Okay. So, I'm going to throw out a hot take here. Game breakers suck at this game.
I was wondering.
Now, I love the concept.
Oh, sure. It's it's like when you're playing a fighting game. It's like essentially doing a special at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, is that when we're going into the challenge mode here, it said that you are less likely to cough up the rock.
Mm-hmm.
That does not make you immune.
Yeah.
And as it said, even when passing, if you make a bad decision and the defense makes you pay, you lose it. And it takes a long time to get it back. So if you guys are in a position, the one thing that I always do is wait for your opponent to get theirs and then completely cancel it out.
That's smart.
Because on defense, it's impossible to go up against two.
Right.
Because the CPU will always make a user tackle. You, if you're on defense, like I said, you have to make the tackle, which is a huge advantage as to why you have multiple people in your team. You have more users to make the tackle.
Makes sense to me.
So this is why I'd rather have you guys as teammates than opponents. But
Oh, we're teammates tonight.
not all the time.
Well, no. Well, no. I meant right.
Tonight, you're going to be both.
Oh, okay.
So, we're going to back out of here. We're going to back out of here. We're going to play it. We're going to go pick up game.
Pick up game.
Now, who's who? Who's moving what?
I'm moving blue.
Okay. Yeah, you can choose RayNJay. Now, what just happened is that Ray's choosing first. So you're going to select through your players. Now, this is a 40 random. It's going to pull 40 random characters from the game for you to select from. And they give you a good amount for each position to choose from. So I figured that this is always going to be like, this has the most replayability because you can never really make the same team over and over again, forcing you to really get familiar with like everybody else and who's good and going to be more advantageous to how you team build. So I want you guys to get used to everybody here. So what's your thought process, Ray?
Just looking at the stats. Really it.
All right. Well, what positions are you valuing first?
Oh, my QB right now.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily valuing one position over the other. I'm just looking at stats and what seemed to be most balanced.
All right. Well, Kyle Baller. All right, Jay.
Okay. My turn.
You have the choice of everybody else except Kyle Baller.
Boo.
Now, you do not have to stick with the same position.
Okay.
Yeah. You can just go
So-
up and down.
Because he already chose a quarterback.
Sure.
He's not going to need another one.
Sure. Sure.
But defensive backs, linebackers, and don't fall in love with everybody right away until you see whoever's here.
Right.
We got 7 position groups to choose from. Over our running backs. Wide receivers. Wide receivers also include tight ends here, which is why that guy's huge. Offensive linemen. And defensive linemen.
We'll go with Roy Williams.
Good choice.
Yep.
Also a really good choice.
All right. All right. Brian Simmons.
All right. There's a lot of great selection for defensive line. What a pickup. But there's still a strong guy here.
What'd you say, Coach?
I said, what a pickup. But there's still a strong option here at E-lineman.
Keith Trailer.
Yeah.
I instantly want to say Taylor. Like, no, there's another R in there.
One of my favorite plays by him was he snagged an interception and then ran as far as he could across the field. Bill Shields, awesome Hall of Fame player.
Good.
But yeah, he was running around the field. The announcers were like, "Oh man, he's got to unhook the trailer if he wants to get to the end zone."
I like that.
He's a big old bumbling dude.
Ty Streets.
Good. Why check on tight end?
We'll bet it.
Nice. Former track star. Strong candidate. Don't worry, he didn't run for president.
What about Senator?
I mean, there have been NFL players that have took a political position as they were active on the field too.
I cannot imagine it more stressful. There are two positions to be in.
Yeah. Ooh.
Or sack.
Ooh. Also, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say he's a Hall of Famer. Aaron Glenn, current Jets head coach. All right, last player.
Last player.
Who have you not? Press circle to show your rosters. All right. At this point, all you really need is a quarterback.
All right, let's get a quarterback. Oh, there we go. Okay, so transfer.
Nice. All right, let's check out the field.
Randomize.
Well, you only got the two options right now.
Oh. Randomize.
Your choice is randomized between an open field or an open beach.
All right, San Diego or San Francisco.
probably sand me.
You, Gabe. I don't know. Sand does make things a bit more unpredictable.
It's a little bit of a slimmer field of play too. So just keep that in mind. EA Field is the biggest like map that you can play around with. So let's do that. All right, Jay. So you're starting off with the ball.
All right.
We're gonna go and
all
see
two-
how long this takes for us to get to 36 points.
All two of my sessions have made it up to here.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, 2 sessions stretched out over 2 weeks. Yes.
All right, team 1. Jay, you look on the left. Ray, you look on the right.
Okay. What are we supposed to be doing here?
Take a play.
What? Oh, okay.
Select from that option in those categories, and then just select something. If you don't, it'll select something for you.
All right, it did.
Hold R2 to show your play art.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's how we replay. We hit circle right afterwards. It's a very quick and it's a very like blink and you miss it button.
I didn't.
He's waiting. It's going to wait for the other person to hit. Now, maybe not showcase your play to your opponent every single time.
Sure.
But I'm only saying that just because like the tutorial wouldn't teach you that. So. And one thing that you guys can do is that way you're not hovering over the play that you selected. It'll save the option that you chose, and then you can still look around as though you're still deciding. Oh. I ran out of bounds, but what a play.
Thank you.
You're just going to let him do that, right?
Oh, stretch my legs here.
Oh, stretch your legs. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I see how it is.
Yeah, good.
Not even the first drive yet. Jay's already locking in.
Sorry, man. Just not cut for the team, man. I'm sorry. Not everybody can be.
John Madden would be like, excellent decision, Jay. You didn't even throw to the right player.
Dang it.
All right. Good idea, though. One thing that it won't tell you, pause real quick. One thing that it won't tell you is that after you score the touchdown, you will have the option of a 1-point conversion or a 2-point conversion. Now, how this game, and only this game works, is that run plays are worth 1 point. Pass plays are worth 2. And if you call a pass play and run your quarterback in, that's still 1 point. It's the action of passing and running.
Yeah, what succeeds.
Yeah. So, just keep that in mind. If you, pause again, sorry. If you were on defense and you cause a turnover and you run it all the way back for your own points, you get 4.
All right.
It does happen.
Okay.
It's happened to me. Whoa! That was close. Nice. All right, 6-8. Whoa!
Ah.
Bobby Taylor. Open option play. Ray gets in for a second score. Ooh, I got the stop. Still 1 point or 1 possession game. Oh, reach. Excellent across line of scrimmage. All right, third down. Try to get to the first down marker. Oh, but Nash. Jay wins it. He's up. Got blockers.
Work on.
You're kind of forgetting your turbo.
Yeah.
R1.
R1. Shit.
We're holding the X button. Ooh. They currently in the lead in style points.
I'm surprised as you are.
Ooh, what a read. What match? Sound. They're being nice and methodical and balanced, too. Wow, what a play. It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Can you sit down so I can see? Are you done stretching your legs?
Oh, I thought you were buying a PS5. My bad.
I wasn't. Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, you got to pass if you want to tie.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's a tie game.
Oh.
That is. I was not anticipating.
Who will Manning adopt next as his son? It's anyone's game.
Whoa! That was so close to being a play for Jay, and it ended up being a play for Ray. Ray's like, screw this tie game. I'm untying it one play later.
Is this a game, Rick? Jeez.
Okay.
This is a game, Rick. Calm down.
All right, gives you a 7-point lead. Ooh.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's our Hall of Famer Jason Taylor too. It's the great thing about this game being made in this era is that there's so many great players across every single team. Running back pass goes for the run and gets a lot of yards. Third down. Oh, Michael Bennett drops it. Fourth down. You got to get past the yellow. Which I gotta say, the yellow first down markers are fixed spots. Ooh, right, put the stop. But yeah, every field that you play on, there's gonna have its own specific spots that the first down marker appears. So first and goal. Ooh. It's still a tight
Well,
race.
say that again about the first down marker.
No matter where you will start off with your possession, the first down markers are predetermined. So depending on like the type of fields, like this one's a big field, so there's going to be maybe 4 or 5 different first down markers. The later in the game, the smaller the field, the less first downs you can get, which means that you have to have some bigger plays if you want to get downfield. What a read. But fourth down, got to get it right here. Did Jay stop you? It's a tight-knit race for the inbreaker points, too. Well, at least from a numerical standpoint. Will it matter here, though? Throws it blindly, gets it anyways! Oh! Ray's pulling away. But Jay's not making it easy. Drop pass. Oh, man. 13-point game. Which means that Ray still needs 2 scores. Middle of the animation. Yeah, but Ray still needs 2 scores to put the game away for good. All right. 2 more tries. One last try. Okay. Gets it! What a clutch play! Ray's got the hate in his heart from that sound effect.
Why are you raging, man? Why are you crashing out?
Wide open, Michael Bennett breaks the tackle. You have turbo.
That's what I'm doing.
You can hold it.
I'm tapping.
If you tap it, you're only going to get tiny little bursts of it. So you got to hold it. Oh, all right. 7-point game still. It is a much closer race to the game breaker than I was anticipating. Jay's got the numerical lead, but Ray's closer to actually getting it. Ooh, not anymore! 100,000 game breaker points normally get you the game breaker, but after a couple of turnovers and stuff, it does lessen the blow. Alright.
Ray's over here just making. I don't know if that's considered English or not, but.
Sound effects.
Oh, all right. 4th down. Can Jay make the stop? He'll get the ball right there where it is and be right there for the score. It could potentially tie it up just like that. Let's see what happens. You both run away from the ball and it's a drop! Turnover on Jets. Jay gets the ball!
Why? He was right there.
Ray tends to forget that if I'm losing, I'll blow the whole ship up, including myself.
Ray also tends to forget that we're in an upstairs apartment.
He's not stopping like he could.
All right, gotta pick a play.
All right, go on.
Oh, across the plane. Holds on to the football. That was nearly dangerous. Oh, but a drop pass. High streets, you gotta hold on to that ball. All right, we got 2 plays. Can Ray make the goal line stand? Wide open. High streets.
This is a close game.
It is. I am slack jawing all.
This is what you wanted, Coach. Come on now.
I didn't think I'd get it in session 1. Are you
No!
kidding?
No! No! Oh!
Wait, gotta calm down, man. I don't want the microphone to blow out. I want there to still be sound. 28-27. Ray needs to score twice. If Jay scores one more time against a 2-point conversion, that's game. Jay's also right there for a game breaker.
No!
All right, got 2 more chances for the first down. Wide open X, but throws it late. You are a penguin feather away from a game breaker. I don't know why it hasn't given it to you. Wow! All right. If you get the pass play, and you complete it, that seals the deal.
All right, let's do it.
This is the game. Ray stops it! Can you run it back?
No! No! Pick that up! Pick that up!
Bobby breaks the tackle! Run! Run! You get 4 points!
I'm running.
Steal 4 and said he won his game! Literally, next score wins! This is sudden death! What a play! Oh my gosh! Almost was a pick the very next play. The tension is high. Jay, you can hit a game breaker anytime you want. Or you can wait for Ray to get his, because he's very close. Button mash, Jay wins the battle. But Ray still gets the yard. 2nd down. Pressures, gets the ball out anyways. Gets the first down. Less than halfway to go for the score. Jay still holding on to that game breaker.
I said stop it.
How do you activate the game breaker?
Oh! He presses square before Ray snaps the ball. That's if he wants to. And it seems like he wants to. All right, second down. How's Ray going to respond?
So for those of us new to this game, how do you know if the game breaker is successful or not?
Well, if you're on defense, you have it until you successfully stop your opponent, whether that be by means of a turnover, in which your game breaker will automatically end, or he also has yours. Ray, you can cancel it out now. All right, now there's no more game breakers. First and goal for Ray. Is this it? Oh! What a last second stop! Second down and goal. Throwing it with the running back, still getting it to wide check. Third and goal. Ray still has the ability to put a stop to it. But Ray's not going to make it easy. Right here. Throws it. Woo! Fourth down. This is it. Right? You got to score.
Yeah, no pressure.
Ray, do something, man.
He gets it in. 37-34.
Oh my God.
In an outcome I never would have predicted.
I made you work for it.
Yes, you did. That was a game. Oh.
Well, it only took 21 minutes, but we have ourselves our first outcome for our sparring match. Woo! So this is what I want to have happen.
What's up?
I told this to Ray yesterday, but every month, once a month, we're going to have this matchup again between you two.
Okay, that's fine.
And then we'll still let you be teammates for the most part, but then you guys will break off and we'll see how these rematches go.
That's fine.
I don't know if it's going to get any better than this one, but the game will always give you an opportunity to try.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
That was good.
Yes.
And there's your MVPs. Michael Bennett with 2 receiving touchdowns, a forced fumble, and 2 tackles. Trump candidate with 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. Obviously has the game winner. All right, let's exit out. GG's, gentlemen.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so much better about what's going to happen right now. All right. You can continue without saving. Do you want to save Whoop Slap? You want to save RayNJay? We're going to go back to play it.
No, we're gonna play on the same team.
We're going to play NFL Challenge.
Oh.
We're going to choose the RayNJay profile. We're going to head over to Team Editor, which is Circle. All right. I gave you guys this logo. I gave you guys your color schemes. You can do with it however you want. You can keep it. You can move on with it and adjust it to your liking.
I like it.
This is your team. All right. I don't even have a team name. So let's go to Team Edit. So there's your logos. If you guys want to cycle through and find something that works better.
I like this.
All right. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's give you guys a name. Let's go to Team Edit.
Oh.
Well, what do you guys think?
Shit. What do you think, RayNJay? Or does that joke still be Whoop Slap?
Straw hats.
Straw. The Whoop Slappers.
I do like the straw hats.
Okay. Alright, let's do this.
Like, let's stick with that theme that we got going on.
Struggle hats.
Circle.
Okay.
One word or two?
I think it's one word.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to adjust the colors or take a look at the color wheel?
Let's look at the color.
I don't like the colors, but we will take a look.
That's if you want it between the default and then the team to represent the colors correctly. Keep it with the team. That way you can see what the adjustment is. Go to color number 1 and 2 and then kind of get a feel for that one. So that's what the color wheel looks like. It's very out of sorts.
Yeah.
That's not a wheel at all.
It's a rectangular. Okay.
So if you guys want to adjust what that would look like, but once you got to remember like where it is if you were to go back to it.
Nope, I'm not good at that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
So,
Save.
okay.
So we will overwrite because we have a new name. Yeah. All right. And now we'll go over to player edits. Now I didn't change anything. So this is all the default faces, the outfits, and everything, which means that you guys have the opportunity to build this team from scratch. I gave 2 names to really kind of signalize your characters. I gave you a J, and then on the very right, a Ray. So, how this NFL challenge works is if you successfully progress through everything, you will get awarded with an NFL legend on your team. I say this because you have 8,000 development points that when you enter, when you select on one of the players, and you will go to the right a few times. One more. We'll see attributes. Now click on that. This is how you adjust all 10 of the attributes that you see on the top on the right bar. So this goes to your passing, your speed, blocking, agility, catching, run, power, carrying, tackling, coverage, and knee moves.
Okay.
And then if you back out, you also get to spend the development points, the same stuff on height and weight. So think about what you guys want to do from there. Right now, I think all you guys are like 5'5", 160 pounds. So keep that in mind as you begin to see what your team looks like. So I would say that if you were thinking with the prize in your mind, and you only have 7 people to have on your team at any given rate, you really don't need to upgrade all 7 people.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say this as well. There's also challenges in this game mode where if you want and you have the division and the team unlocked to play this, you can challenge any of these teams in the game for a player on their team. You just got to beat them in a game of 24. And then you get to select from their entire roster one particular player. And you can cycle through that same team if you have multiple choices. But that does remove like a lot of your opportunity to upgrade your own creative players. So there's the risk reward there. So if you guys want to do that, I would suggest you guys make that decision now before you start upgrading, so that way you can evenly distribute how many people you want to grab from in the game already versus how many people you want to create.
Well, what do you think?
Because you're only going to get 7, so use them wisely. I would suggest not to really spend an even slate just yet if you have those guys in mind, because then you're just going to spend development points on a player that you're never going to use again.
Right.
So it's just a waste there.
Well, what do you think?
But that also means right now you're going to have to survive until that point without a helpful player.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of give and take away from this. So this is the true like NFL RPG.
Right. True. And we gotta name everybody too.
If you want,
I was gonna say, do we have to?
you don't have to. I kept them blank.
Yeah.
The positions like they don't really matter. That's only for organizational means, but although you guys can customize the way that your guide looks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
From every capacity. So I'd say explore that too.
Right. Let's go with that.
So head over to gear.
Well, don't you want to like do the stats too?
You guys can think about that later.
Okay.
But right now, I want to show you guys all the available things that you have. So you have your gear. So that means that you can change the cycle through the shirts, the front and back decal, shoulder pads, pants, socks, shoes, hats, any headwear, glasses, any tattoos, upper arm bands, elbow pads, wristbands, gloves, all that stuff you can add and change. Now, the fun thing about this game and the second game in the series is that you can have upgraded gear. That's also one of the challenges. So if you want shoes to make you faster, that's an option. You cannot adjust the look of the shoes, though.
Okay.
And the shoes may or may not match what you have on.
That's
But the important thing is that you actually get the upgrade.
Yeah.
The best stuff in the game gives you +3. So if you're thinking about maxing out a stat, I'd suggest getting the gear to kind of finalize it.
Yeah.
The attribute meter goes up to 20.
okay.
And let's just say that you have 20 speed from natural ratings, and you decide to put speed boost shoes on them, you're still at 20. So I'd suggest, hover around like 17, 18. You don't need to spend the rest of the way to get there to the full 20.
Right.
So, all right, we'll back out here. Over to the right, you can change any jersey number if you want that showing. Everyone's at just number 1. So everyone's going to be Smitty, Werben, Jaegerman, Jensen.
Yep.
If you move over to the right, you change your face. You have 40 different faces to choose from. You have hairstyles. Yeah, cycle through. They kind of, the further number down, the darker color that they get.
I see. We've seen all these guys on Temptation.
Yes, we can.
All right. Cool. And then you have your hairstyles.
Fade, high and tight, shortness, so this one, long, mohawk, mullet, parted, ponytail, shoulder, spikes, waves, wavy,
Go with the Norman Osborn.
widow's peak, get the Vegeta look, oh, get the Brook look, medium afro, small afro. Bald. Get the Ray look.
Bald. My eyes.
Baldy.
Balding.
That's just mean.
I kind of want to be bald. Bowl. Mom. Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, that's the other half of the team.
Because light skin. Cornrows parted.
Oh, jeez.
That's the true animated Harry Osborn. Cornrows with ponytail. Dreads. Long dreads. Dreads with ponytail. And back to the fade.
Nice. Good. We can have some really cursed looks for our
Yes.
team.
It's all up to you guys.
Yeah.
I'm essentially spending the rest of this stream
Still
letting you guys do this.
Okay.
All right. So,
Um,
all right, Ray. We did some color.
and then,
Hair color.
yeah, you can change the hair color. It can be
Black.
every color in the rainbow.
Blonde, dirty blonde, blue, brown,
Um,
light brown, red brown, gray.
goes great with
Okay,
balding.
go. Yes, go get this. Get the balding color.
When
Green.
when the Just for Men runs out.
Pink, purple, red, black,
And you have your celebration styles. You
red,
have 3 things to choose from.
rock, ath. Well, okay, yeah, 3.
And then you have your signature style moves. So what they were saying about when you hold R2 or L2 and then flick the analog stick in these directions,
Yeah.
that's what you're choosing from. I never really fiddle with it, but I always find it fun to cycle through what it is that you can do.
Okay.
So just choose one, and then here's all the options that you can do for a style.
Around the world. Bring the noise. Cakewalk. Car wash. Chop down. Coming through. Deboid. Figure eight. Finish line. Follow me. High stepping. Hooping it. That's a different sport, man. Hoop stuff. Illin. Low riding. Making it pretty. Marching to the beat. Omega. Raise the roof. Raise it up. Rolling. Show me the money. Spanning the globe. Strong like gold. Swole. Mates. This way. Throwing bows.
Or bows.
Bows. I thought it was boys for a second. Too easy. What's up? Who's the man? Word up. X Factor. There you go. Oh, same thing. Got it. Alright. Well, let's create this. Well, Ray, where do you want to go? Here, I'll let you get there. What do you want to do for this ragtag group of miscreants?
Because we have 8,000 points to use across these.
No. Just the attributes, the height and the weight.
Oh, okay.
Everything else is free.
Okay.
Because EA, back in the day, used to be like that. They used to just give you the full game.
That doesn't make any sense.
Now, if you guys were to put a number to these attributes and you hit go back and go back again, it automatically saves whatever you did and you can't adjust it from there. So just be careful about like backing up too many spots on the menu.
Yeah.
Because I've had plenty of times where I thought I was adjusting something and I thought I was done. And I was like second guessing what I wanted to do. And then I was like, crap, I hit the button one too many times and then I'm stuck with that choice. So, yeah.
I will warn you
everyone's-
too that
Everyone's 5'5".
I'll warn you. That D-pad is very sensitive too.
Yeah. Okay, how tall do we want to make this guy?
4'3".
Removes development points.
We get more points.
What's the tallest it can go?
I think it's 7 feet.
Yeah.
I like how when you make him shorter, he gets all sad. I'm resorting to just being a short king.
And like that's the shortest we can go. It's 5'5".
Yes. Because that's how all the shortest people in the world are. They at least cross that minimum bar of 5'5", right? You got to be this tall to be in the NFL street.
What if we wanted him to like be 4'2" and like 250 pounds?
Well, you're gonna have to think of a new game for that then.
6 foot.
6 foot. Why not 5'11", huh?
5'12".
I'm 5'31".
24 months.
So I'm gonna go 6 foot. Wait.
Now the weight distributes. So your player will look skinny until you hit 230 pounds. From there, he will look swole. And then from 230 to 294, he will look the same way. If you get him to 295, he becomes a big fat guy. And then it doesn't matter what the number is after that.
Okay.
So those are really the thresholds to pay attention to, depending on like the type of build you're going for.
I'm gonna go 190.
I'm gonna go just that. Now, if you're going to go 190, weight really doesn't matter as much as it should see. So, like, the difference between 160 and 190 is not really going to get felt in the game.
Tell me that now after I spent it.
I'm telling you now so that you can undo it.
Okay.
Nah. Keep it.
Well, that's your development points.
Okay. Attributes. Coverage.
What do you want this guy doing?
I'm not really thinking about, specific positions. I'm just trying to, level out their stats.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I will say, making them specialize in one thing is going to be better for you early on than trying to be all evened out. Because when you go further into the game mode, it's going to be a lot easier to kind of like fine tune your player from there. And it's going to be way harder to kind of finalize the top stuff. So figure out what you want that person to be great at rather than what you want them to be balanced. You can always spend the rest of the game balancing them out. But right now, let's prioritize a few things.
I'll make this fast.
Agility is always useful. Like, it doesn't even matter what position. So, speed is always a great thing to have on any player. All right, kind of going for a running back build here. Carrying is also going to be important for everybody because you never know who's going to have access to the ball and who's going to lose access to the ball. All right.
Why his body so small and his arms so big?
Like he just finished saying, like,
Happy
the weight is always like weird on this game.
Happy was zoned out the entire combo, so
No, I heard that. I honestly heard that. I just didn't think he was going to look that disproportionate.
Oh yeah, everyone in this game is so disproportionate.
Oh yeah, he looks weird.
They have pro players on here that look massive, but in real life, like, oh, they're nowhere near that big. So that's what I'm gonna do for that player. And we just kind of go individually, right? Each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, you do the next guy.
okay.
So,
Hit triangle once.
Trying once. Okay.
All right, now let's figure out another person.
You did this guy here?
Yep.
And whoever you decide to do, make sure you please change their face.
All right.
Make them differentiate from each other, at least from a visual standpoint,
Okay.
please.
All right. Honey, how about you choose the face for me?
Okay, keep going.
If you didn't hear, the further down the numbers go, the darker they go.
Go back. No, that's the guy.
This one?
Nope. Go.
This one?
One more. That's the guy right there.
All right. How do we select?
Just back.
Select.
Okay.
All right. All right. Hairstyle.
Jay, you choose.
Okay. say less. Perfect.
That's what you get for telling him to choose.
I'm giving him full reins, and I do not regret it.
He's beautiful.
You still like the face?
I mean, without the hair, he kind of looks different now, doesn't he?
Look how they massacred your boy.
Right.
He just doesn't have hair. That's all.
You gave him the Little Mermaid 2 flounder treatment.
No, I would really mess his body up if that was the case. All right. Okay, now what else? Let's see. Let's do the height. Height. Shortest I can go is 5'5". Tallest I can go is 7 feet. What do you go?
What kind of player is this?
Your choice.
It's a quarterback position?
You can choose. Don't look at that,
Oh, don't look at that.
because you
Okay.
can change that.
That's
Yeah,
his max
Too
height.
tall.
But
That's
yeah,
his
that
shortest.
also eats up so much of your development points.
It's true. Okay, so here's like threshold where it starts to get higher.
Or it's at least going to cost more.
Yeah, I would say about right there is fine.
All
One
right.
over is the weight. You want to make him bulky.
160 is the lightest.
You can go up to 230 pounds, and then he'll look big. And then if you go to 295 and anything beyond that, he'll be fat.
Good God.
You let yourself go.
Because of my weight.
Beef. 380 pounds.
This guy's 5'10", 380 pounds, and balding.
Why is he on the field?
He's the best. Watch, he's going to be the best player.
You can make that happen.
No one has better tackling ability than
I'm
him.
gonna make
No one's faster in the game than him.
I want to make him the.
With that big a weight?
You
Yeah,
can make him fast.
That would be okay. In real life, there have been a handful of fat people that are extremely quick too. So it's like that is, first of all, that's terrifying.
Yes.
Lower his weight.
just imagine this freight train of man coming straight at you.
He's real. He exists, and his
Yes.
name is Jordan Davis.
There.
Yeah, isn't that who we were talking about during the Bane fight?
Yeah.
Instead of scream, he's called holler.
You gotta take some more weight off of him if that was his height. What's his height? 5'10"?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I'd take him down
again-
to at least 245.
When it's 230 pounds
That's 245.
to 294, he will look the same.
Okay.
Which means that the weight impact will be the same.
Okay.
So I'd say go to 230. You save yourself some more development points, and you get the same look.
There you go.
230.
That. Oh.
There.
That will cost us 3 points.
Because you want to save
Which is really cheap.
everything that you can. Every little bit in the beginning matters.
Okay. So.
And then move over to the left a few times. Go into attributes, which are there.
Okay.
And that's how you choose all your stats.
Okay. Passing.
So think about like where you're going to want this guy on the fields, what you want him to be able to do.
Okay. I'll make his passing low because
But is his position QB? Because if
No.
his position's QB,
we can make it anything we want,
okay.
whatever we like.
But what she's about to say is that if you're not going to make him a quarterback, it doesn't matter his passing ability.
I'll make him.
So if he's ever going to touch the ball to pass, then it doesn't make sense to put anything in the stat category for right now.
Right.
I'm gonna make most of the stats go to speed.
So then go back and take those, because you want to preserve those development points, and he's not going to be throwing the ball, so take those away on passing.
Okay. 5. So
What is that?
7.
Okay.
next is blocking. Or they can be above average, but not the best. Slap.
Agility.
Really. What do you think?
I always say speed and agility are going to be useful for every position.
Catch. A lot of my characters mess screw up when it comes to the catching.
Yeah, anybody, because like tip passes happen a ton.
Mhm.
Anybody can be in a position to catch the ball.
Exactly. Running power.
Run power, that's your stiff arm, your break tackle ability, all that kind of stuff.
Well, kind of liken it to the same area as speed, in my opinion.
Carrying,
Carrying.
never have anybody be at 0.
Okay, fair.
Because,
Because then they're going to be dropping it a lot. I'd put more than that.
well, it does depend on like how often you imagine that player to have the ball.
To what?
And what position are you going to have him in, since he's not going to be QB?
What would you have the carrying be?
That would be a running back or maybe a tight end.
I meant like, it's at 20 now. And you said you'd give more, so what would it be?
I'll put him dead in the middle for that. This is carrying ability, right? Running the football?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I put him dead in the middle then. Unless you imagine this character to be a lineman.
and coverage.
Coverage is the zone coverage, man coverage, how well that they defend the pass.
Because in this game, they get the same amount of players and they have to play offense and defense,
Yeah, they
right?
play both ways.
Yeah, so I would definitely keep that as is.
Defensive moves, but he moves. So everyone's going to be on defense. Doesn't really hurt to put stuff on that. You missed over tackling.
That's great. Where'd you go? One more.
That one. Now, you can still technically tackle people with 0 tackling, just off of like RNG. But if you want them to have more confidence in that,
There you go. Okay.
His first name and last name.
I made him just you.
That's fine. That'll work. All right. Next. Great. Do it. I made him the most powerful 50-year-old.
Why does that one look like Sid? Doesn't it though?
Yeah. Wrong. So after
Okay,
after the trash man job failed, this is what he went to.
Why is this a straight Neanderthal though?
Well, he is. They thought him from the ice.
What is that face? No, I'm going with it.
All right. You want to change his hair?
Yep. Yeah.
You want to change the color?
Give me the Brody look.
All right. Once again, from 160 to 220 won't really make much of a difference.
Okay.
You're kind of just putting development points there just to have them.
Alright.
So, if you want them to look big like that, then just keep them at 230.
230.
Yeah. All right. What do you have in mind for this guy? What is this player? Right? I think you made a. You know, long snapper.
Okay.
All right. Please change his face.
Well, let's see here. We'll do the complete opposite. We'll give him the Riker look.
Okay.
One of these days we'll have a black guy on this team.
As you wish, Coach. Never let it say don't listen.
God.
Actually, if you go back to face 19, that's what I used for my own creative player.
I was thinking about that one too.
If I wanted to make what I look like in the game, that's the face I go for.
Well, that's a PNG. Of course, you have to imagine again. Like I said, we have to imagine that giant white room of thrones from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
And we all have the matching black robes too. That's like the most accurate that we look like. You did? Okay.
No, little fro.
No. See, you're thinking about making them look good. I'm making them look cursed. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the mullet is
Yes.
right. I was about to say the mullet's right there. I've yet to see the black guy with a mullet like that.
Can I pass it?
No, they go alphabetical order, I think. There we go. It's not even a good looking mullet.
It
Then
really
again,
isn't, but
And again, I've yet to really see a good looking mullet. So
All right.
Right.
Cool. All right. Let's give him his attributes. So this I'm gonna make his passing good.
this is speed.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, it's still useful. But
It's still useful, but We're gonna break stereotypes here.
How?
Say people usually say black people are fast. I'm like, no, we're gonna make them slow.
Okay.
But we'll make his passing good though.
So then he's gonna be QB.
Yes.
All right.
Then
So
I would have put his passing higher than that.
To what?
At least 12.
yeah, passing is one of those attributes that you can really feel each individual numbers.
All right. So because he's QB, he doesn't really need to have a whole lot of blocking, does he?
But again,
Doesn't I mean? It's better.
anybody has access to do anything at any given time.
Yes.
No, you have to have him some blocking too because he's playing offense and defense.
So it's a 7. It's higher.
I kind of lower, I would say.
6.
It's still going to be a
Still-
bit excessive.
Say what?
Yeah, that's about decent.
All right. It's agility. Like you said, agility is good to have. Regardless. Catching, same thing.
Now, this is the guy that throws.
So
he don't need to catch. Well, maybe a little bit when he's on
Now,
the other side.
Yeah.
20's good. 20's good. No, 6 right here. Run power.
Run power. He is going to have the ball every single offensive play, most likely. So let him be good at run power. Let him be really good at carrying because you don't want to have that problem. And just because he's going to play on the other side, gotta give him something on these defensive categories.
What category is this?
Coverage.
Coverage.
What do you think?
I think 7, 8 is good, especially considering how much it's costing.
B moves.
Everyone needs to be able to get off the blocks.
I'll say an 8. Okay. All right, next.
All right, 3280. We have touched 4 players right now. We have a 5th player. Again, do you guys want to think about getting people from other teams?
You played this before, so what do
Yeah.
you think?
Maybe.
Okay. So I'd say let this 5th person be the last one that you touch.
Okay.
And then from there, if you like where he's at, then let's focus, go back to these other players and make them specialize in something. Because you won't really need these other 2 players that are, gonna have nothing stats. The game will sort that out for you as far as like where you want them to go. Everyone else, though, let them be really good at a few things. All right, let's change that face. This team's just full of pasty black guys.
That's not true.
Well, yeah, you got the DEI hire. Don't worry.
Yeah.
ourselves a defensive lineman. Just remember to make them kind of physically look like one.
Never. Hey, grab it and we'll see it coming.
Again, go to 230. Save all the development points you can. All right, keep those two other guys on the left untouched.
Okay.
All right, now you guys decide. All right, who's going to be where? What do you want them to be really good at? And talk about it from here. You only have 1,730 development points to go. So distribute wisely.
Okay.
I will say that for some of these stats, you know, the numbers that they're at right now are good. And as for other stats, they're still really low. Speed and agility are still really low. Like, even if you had like 10, 11, 12 speed, you're still going to feel like you're trudging through mud. Especially when one of these early fields is the beach.
All right.
So keep that in mind.
I'm fine with where he's at.
I would agree. But if you want the guys that you want to touch the ball the most often, make those guys the fastest.
What do you think of these? What do you think of mine?
Yeah, he's okay at a lot of things, but he's not really good at anything just yet.
Right. So I say for him increase block hook.
Increase blocking?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right.
We're at 15-15. That guy feels very underdeveloped.
D moves, yeah.
So do you want to increase D moves?
Tackle too.
Tackling and D moves?
There's also blocking too.
Well,
You guys have enough people that are good at blocking.
yeah, we have enough.
And
agree with
even
that.
the two like unused guys, they're gonna get in the way.
Thing. I'm gonna lean more for him. I'm gonna lean more towards the tackling if I'm having to choose one.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not go that overboard.
Sure.
Yes,
All right.
because please, someone be fast on this team, guys.
I
pick someone at this point, because
The old guy.
you will feel it.
the old guy. You want him to be fast?
Yes. Again, no one will see it coming.
Now, no, cancel. Thank goodness it stops you. Yeah, 7 is not. You're really not going to feel any sort of speed until you hit to like 14, 15. And then I'd say whatever the speed is, agility equally matters. Okay. So make sure that they kind of line up.
One more.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else?
We got 565 to go. You got your thrower here, who's okay at passing. Now he's fine. You're really smart with the 390 that we have.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him that.
Okay, Jay. Any last minute adjustments? You got 125 to work with. Not a lot, but since we only have 5 people, it can still go a good ways.
Keep going. Oh, give him some D moves.
I wiped you out if you go to 9.
Yeah.
What do you think would be like enough to show any improvement?
Honestly, like anything higher than 5.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, that'll work. Maybe let's see, go back to our characters again. Oh, wait, go back to the guy. Yeah, yeah. Speed, please.
Finally, someone noticed.
You know, just max it out. Just max it out. There we go.
So,
Best we could do. Best we could do.
All right.
is that it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back. Save. Okay, and now the game will spit out your offense and defense and overall rating.
Okay.
Not super impressive, but it always really lowers the number because we're not working with the full 7 just yet.
Right.
But these numbers will fluctuate. So, all right, we'll go back. Now, we'll introduce you guys to the challenges and the token system.
Okay.
So, with these 2 divisions to choose from, select one. We have the challenge mode, and then we have the ladder. Let's look at the challenge mode first. These will give you all the descriptions on the top. It'll say score first against the Cardinals. The difficulty shows like how hard the challenge is going to be, and then it shows the rewards. The rewards is like for this one, 100 development points. Okay, that's not bad. But over on the right-hand side, you have a total of tokens, and you have the challenge cost of it. You're going to start off with 800 tokens. And the further to the right that you go on the challenge list, the more of those tokens are going to cost. At the very end, you have this option to beat any of these teams in a game to 24. Your reward is choosing a player from their roster. So that's that. However, you see how you all start off with 800? If you go to the very right, it takes up 760. So, again, if you guys want one, let that be the decision before you start thinking about the challenges, because once you spend the tokens on the challenge, it will be there until you complete it. The tokens will replenish after you back out and go to the ladder. This is your deciding factor to straight up one-on-one beat them in a game to 36. You're going to have to do this not 4 times, but 5 times. Because once you beat each of these individual teams, you go to the very right, you get the all-star team. And that is the best of everybody all in one. So once that is unlocked, or once you go through that, you'll back out. No, not that one. Exit or return to challenge types. Back out. Then you can select from the others divisions and then figure out what you want to do from there, and the cycle continues until you run out of teams to beat. And then once you go through all 32 teams, all 8 divisional all-star teams, you get met with the NFL legends. You beat the legends in a game to 36, and you officially unlock one of their players, and that's how the NFL Challenge mode will end.
So then we become a Pokemon master.
Yes. Then you find the One Piece.
Then you find the One Piece. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna back out real quick. I'm gonna show you guys this. I'm gonna save that for you guys. I want to show you the other teams that you can find in the game. We have the Executioners, which is a cluster of members of the Executioners hip hop rap group and some of the already NFL players. So this is Total Eclipse.
Okay.
He is a player that will only be found on this team. We also have Brock Rada, the wide receiver, and then we also have Rob Swift, who I'd actually consider the best quarterback option in the game. But you can only find him on this team. We over have the K-Slay team, which is DJ K-Slay, and he will have himself as a linebacker. And he's honestly the best linebacker in the game, including the NFL Legends team.
Okay.
Everybody else is just already like chosen NFL players. And here are all the divisional teams. I'm going to show you what the Legends team looks like. That way you guys can determine at the very end of it all who you are saving up for. So we have Larry Zonka, one of the main contributors of the 1972 Dolphins winning a perfect season. The one and only team to ever accomplish that, and it was done primarily through the hands of him.
He's fast.
He's not only fast, but he's maxed out in run power and carrying.
Yep.
The only running back outside of Total Eclipse to do this in the game. We have Lester Hayes. A bit of an odd choice for a legendary defensive back, I must say. But he was famous for the Stick'em back in the 70s. So there were a lot of loose laws and regulations back in the 70s for a lot of different things, and one of them is the NFL. Which,
absolutely.
The way that the Raiders interpreted this was, hey, we don't really have gloves, but we'll have the next best thing, which is a sticky substance that they will put on their arms, on their hands, on their jersey, on their pads, on their stuff.
No.
And they would catch a lot of interceptions. So Lester Hayes was like the biggest component of that era, which is why they rewarded him for being in this game. Because, I don't know, he'd be catching interceptions with his elbows. And it's like, what is going on? So they put a stop to that real quick. But yeah, it was like this tar substance. It was obvious. It was all over their jerseys and stuff.
How long did that stuff take to wash off in the locker room?
This doesn't matter. It was how impactful was it during the game.
And this didn't have anything to do to like mess up their skin or their body hair or anything like that.
Moving along.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We have Howie Long. You will, at this point, often see him on Fox Media covering games beforehand, but long before that on the Raiders, he was one of the best defensive linemen in his era. He played alongside Lester Hayes. So he is I believe, the only player in this game maxed out in both tackling and D moves. Over here we have Ronnie Lott, which is a legendary safety for the 49ers, also played for the Raiders and Jets, although nobody remembers him as that. They remember him as the hard-hitting Ronnie Lott for the 49ers, who is essentially he's essentially a Ford F-150 that can also catch the pass or catch interceptions. So very punishing. I'd suggest looking him up as far as his career highlights because they are literal train wrecks in the best way possible. Over here we have Walter Payton, debatably the best running back of all time. He is one of the most balanced players in this game. Maxed out carrying also. Played a few games at quarterback for the Bears back in the 80s. He's very versatile. So that's why he's got good passing stats, but he is a tank. He is impossible to break down in real life.
Looking at those numbers, I would say so, yes.
And he's got his running mate, the Fridge, William Perry.
There he is.
One of the nastiest defensive linemen in this era in the 80s, was a big component for the 85 Bears, and even played a little bit of offense as a road grading blocker, and even had a handoff in the end zone for a touchdown in the Super Bowl. He scored a touchdown in that Super Bowl. Walter Payton didn't. Moving on, we have Barry Sanders, my personal favorite. My vote for the best running back in all of football history. He was the most elusive back, which is why he's got max out agility, max out carrying. I think he's the only person in the game to do that. He was not necessarily the fastest player that you've seen. However, he was, even at a 5'9" stance, the slipperiest, most elusive running back you've probably ever seen. There may have been some other newer people in competition for that status, but up until like the 90s, he absolutely dominated. The only reason as to why his career numbers look the way that they do was because he also took a lot of tackles for loss. He lost a lot of yards trying to be the hero on every single play.
I'll do it.
And that's why he's only second all time on the rushing yards list and not undeniably first. And then over here we have Ken Stabler, the Snake, also a Raider, because the NFL Street loved the Raiders players back in the same time. He had a lot of clutch performances back in his day, whether that be the Sea of Hands, the Ghost of the Post, the Holy Roller. He's got a lot of named games, and that's because he had a tight end named Dave Casper, and he had a game-winning throw to him, and so it's storybook writing.
Fair enough.
And then, last but not least, Lawrence Taylor, the most vicious linebacker, arguably one of the best defensive players ever. They kind of get his stats wrong here. He actually should have maxed out D moves. He was one of the best pass rushers of all time. He made the left tackle position famous.
Okay.
Because of a horrifying injury that he kind of had on a quarterback. And the only person that was able to stop him was that left tackle position. Which is why, on a lot of teams built in today's modern passing era, the blindside blocker is like one of the best protected positions that you need if you want to have your team be competitive. And it's all thanks to this guy.
Okay.
Because without a good blocker, he's going to be in your face every single play. And that is your team. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. A very small roster.
That's
I will
fine.
say,
That's fine. You don't want to be overwhelmed
with the choice.
with choices, and on top of that, figuring out like, oh, it's the best position, and what's the best stat for that position. And if you have like 30 or 40 people to choose from, that could be that could be these.
I'd also say, who could you replicate when you're uncreated players?
Yep.
Because like I said, Lawrence Taylor, you could actually kind of recreate his own stats because He's only maxed out in one category. He's decently high in a lot of others, but he's a linebacker position. One of the most versatile stuff, and therefore, like, he's got to have stuff like kind of evened out, which makes it very approachable to kind of replicate what his stuff is, as opposed to like I don't know, a Ronnie Lott or Howie Long that's like maxed out in multiple stuff. Like, that's going to be more difficult. So, like, would you guys want to go in that route, or would you guys want to have like a dominating offensive player that can also kind of help out on defense? Because like Barry Sanders has really good coverage. That's not something you're going to find on a natural running back in the rest of the game. So, figure out what you value. And like, what do these guys look like that represent like your style of play? And then I'd say go from there. And I'll give you an example of what it looks like when you follow the formula that I have proposed. This was my finished team. I eventually changed the color scheme for me so that it fits more with the player. Because once you have a legend on your team, you cannot upgrade. You cannot like change like his look at all. So I wanted to be more on theme with who I chose. So let's take a look at the team that I chose. All right, we have
God. 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 God.
Let's get to the real people. We have Champ Bailey, someone that you can get in this game. All it takes is beating the Redskins to a game of 24.
All right.
We have me, my created player.
Nice.
That is an example of what it looks like when you properly distribute your ratings. I didn't use four people because I didn't have to. And that's why I stacked so much on my guy. And I also snagged Sam Madison, who you can get from the Dolphins. William Perry was my legend of choice. I made a slap, and I also made a whoop.
Perfect.
I didn't care about what these guys look like. I didn't focus so much on them. I just had too much development points. I didn't even know what to do with, so I created him, and I still maxed out stuff.
I like
When
it.
you guys play these challenges right, you can create a god tier team. And I also have just Aeneas Williams, who's maxed out in speed, just in case. Like,
I mean, it's always good out.
And agility, that's nice.
yeah. So like that was the team that I decided to have on me. And it's like, I only need 7 people, so here's my 7. And it's like, after that point, like, anything else is fine. So just as an example, like, I made it so that my guy was the quarterback, he was the running back, he was the linebacker, like, he was the do-it-all guy first and foremost. So I made my stuff look like that first. And then afterwards, I was like, hey, you know what? I need to start making a big guy to have up in front of me so he can block, but I also need him really good in defensive moves. So then I kind of prioritize this. And so the better the D moves for me, the better the impact we'll have on a per play basis, as opposed to blocking, which is a little finicky. Blocking isn't always like respected as a stat. So I'd advise to not like go super high because you will get disappointed. And then Whoop over here, he doesn't show it right now, but I also made him 6'8". Again, I just had more stuff than I knew what to do with. So I made him max out in agility, max out tackling, and I also just made him decently good at everything else, just in case. But like, I also can certainly feel more of the height than the weight. So that's why my team looks like that. Just as an example. So that's gonna be what you guys will look like in the future. I'm hoping, because this is actually not that bad of a start. But moving forward, you will have challenges for more development points. So the most that you can get in one particular challenge is 1,120. But it does take a pretty difficult task to do. So, or you can go with impact gear, which in this instance, they scattered them across the map. so that you will have like certain challenges for upgrade gear like in different areas. So this one you can already have like +3 catching if you wanted it, and the actual challenge is pretty easy. So just things to keep in mind as you guys progress through it for the next time that we go back on here, which we will do so Saturday. So I'm excited. I hope you guys really enjoyed the opening game that we had.
The game was fun.
Yes.
That was sick.
Yeah.
And it's going to feel like that all the time. So
It surprised literally everybody. Period. That is not exaggeration. Literally everybody was surprised, dude.
and then also the other thing that's included, you won't see this if you've never completed the NFL Challenge mode. All NFL pickup, which is every person in this game outside of the secret players to choose from. So if you wanted to mix between the regular players and the legends that can pop up in here, you have access to everybody.
Okay.
So make a dream team and go up against a dream team.
Okay.
But that is only available once you've completed the NFL Challenge. I already have it on my coach playthrough, which is why it's available for us right now. But you gotta earn it.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that kind of sucks about this is that if you were always playing this against the CPU tends to favor the legends.
Yeah.
So it's more so for variety on like co-op, like 1v1. That's more of a thing to have here. As well as this will get boring. This is why I always kind of go for the pickup game, right? Because it always randomizes. You can still get legends that appear randomly in the pickup game. So it's just a matter of randomization. So that's gonna be it for us tonight.
Okay.
How do we feel?
Good.
I like it. It was fun.
This is an idea that I've had in the making for years.
Okay.
And I
It's a
finally
good
get to.
opening game.
Yes.
Yeah, and I finally get to showcase it for everybody here, and finally get to have people on equal footing. It seems to kind of experiment with. So, well, Ray, what is our recap for tonight?
Well, we had a lot of fun tonight. You know it's not fun. You're trying to pick a specific play, and you try to go one direction, the player goes in the opposite direction, and you keep messing up over and over. So with that in mind,
Oh, those are short.
lock the doors, lock the doors, travel safe, and don't die.
We shall see you tomorrow.